dedication, proper nutrition, proper hydration, and work ethic. That's it. I told you, we're gonna have fun on this channel. Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna do something a little bit differently. I was gone for the weekend, but didn't stop me from getting a little bit of activity in. Yeah, I was out in the mountains. So what we're gonna do here, I'm just starting with a little bit of cardio, just some steady state incline, just to get the blood flowing again before I go hit some weights. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to, in between sets, I'm going to insert some of the footage from the weekend, some of the walks, some of the hikes. I was out in the Rocky Mountains, beautiful scenery. So I think it'll be fun. This won't be a complete full episode, it'll be a shorter version, while producer Mac is pumping out the much more professional, well-cut, well-edited versions of what we're doing. I think I'm gonna hit delts today. I know that the last full video we did was also of delts, but we shot a whole bunch of episodes ahead of time, which are being compiled right now, so that I'm back to a delt routine. I'll do that here. We'll try a few different exercises. I think I'm going to do a complete dumbbell exercise because a lot of people asked for, you know, some exercises they could do or a routine that they could do if they just had dumbbells at home. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pound out just, like I said, 20 minutes of an incline, steady state here on the treadmill. You could easily just go for a walk or slowly walk up and down some of the stairs of your house, and you could do this as well. And then we're going to get over to the floor, do a quick warm up with some light weights, and then pump out. Well, we'll do at least 4 exercises to show you what you can do for a delt workout if you just have dumbbells at home. I think it's going to be fun, so stick with us. Just because you're away from home doesn't mean you shouldn't be out being active. You know, out in the mountains, beautiful Chateau Lake Louise, here we are. Definitely no reason not to go out and enjoy all of this beauty. Yeah, it's a little bit chilly, but you know what? Dress warm. Beautiful scenery. A few laps around the hotel. I'm gonna go for a few hikes. Might even hit the gym, we'll see. Not sure I really want to be indoors when I've got all this beautiful scenery around me. As you can see, it was quite an incredible weekend. Those shots are from Chateau Lake Louise in Alberta, Canada. If you're ever in the neighborhood, I would definitely look it up. Some gorgeous, gorgeous trails. In the winter time, like it is right now, you can walk right onto the lake with people skating on the lake, playing hockey on the lake, and then all around the lake, there's trails all year round. If you think it's beautiful in the winter, you gotta see it in the springtime and in the summer. It's absolutely incredible. But back to the workout. As you can see, we are not outdoors, unfortunately, but where we are is this beautiful facility given to us by Anytime Fitness. They let us film in here. I always got to give a shout out because we appreciate so greatly when we have people sponsoring what we're doing so we can bring our message to you. It's 11:30 at night. Gonna get into a workout. Got all this cool workout gear, compliments of State North. Shout out to Trent. They got a grand opening coming up April 1st. No joke, no April Fool's Day. Check them out, statenorth.com, or on Instagram, statenorth.apparel. But let's get back to the workout. Promised you we're gonna be able to do a workout from home. Obviously I'm in a gym, but if you're at home and all you have is dumbbells, or maybe you don't even have dumbbells, maybe you have soup cans, maybe you have some other random form of weight that you can just grab and do something with. It doesn't matter where you are in your fitness journey. Just the fact that you're willing to put in the time, put in the effort, you're going to be better for it. You know, maybe not 10 minutes from now, but I guarantee you a few days from now, a few weeks from now, a few months from now, you're not even going to recognize the person in the mirror compared to who you were when you started. Just getting started is the most important. You know, like not everybody can afford a gym membership. Not everybody's close to a gym. Who knows where you are? But you know what? You can make an effort. And any effort means that after that effort is applied, you're going to be living a better life. So we're here at the gym. I do have the access to all this dumbbells, but we're gonna show you how to do a dumbbell workout in case you don't have barbells, fancy equipment, a bunch of tension machines, cable machines, these jungle gyms that we're surrounded in right now. I'm gonna show you how to use good old-fashioned dumbbells or soup cans if that's what you got. These are just 10-pounders because we're gonna continue our warm-up. We hit the treadmill to, you know, get the blood flowing and stuff like that, but now we actually have to work the muscles and get them up to the point where we can start lifting a little heavier. So like I said, these are just 10-pounders. If 10 pounds is too heavy for you, grab those soup cans, or better yet, just ball up your fists and make the motion. So all we're doing now is side lateral raises. I'm seated, that way there's no way that you can use your back to throw around the weight. And all we're gonna do is lift. And you're not actually lifting the weight with your hand. I know this can be maybe a difficult concept for a few people. What you're actually trying to do here when you're working the delts, which are your shoulders, this is working the median delt. There's three major heads in the deltoid, the anterior, median, and posterior delts. What you're actually trying to do here is imagine lifting your elbows. You're holding the weight, but the goal is to lift your elbows so you don't end up like here, like this. What you want is you want those elbows up, because that really focuses on the delt. And you want to make sure you're properly warmed up. So if you got to do 14 or 16 of these for 2 or 3 sets, go ahead. No one says you have to get into the heavy weights right off the bat. You're better off doing a lot of these, especially if you're just getting started. Just 2-3 times a day, maybe while you're watching TV, you know, you're cooking and you've got some downtime, just pick up those soup cans. Doesn't matter. You know, small dumbbells are actually pretty cheap. If you go to a fitness store or even like, you know, a large chain store kind of thing, like Walmart will have them. I'm sure even like Superstore, Target, all those places have them. And you just want to rep out as many as you can until you start feeling it get warm. Now you take a quick break. Now you can laugh at the cable here. We don't have our wireless mics yet. As you know, producer Max got all the fancy equipment, but I'm just using my cell phone just so I can test out what it's like, so I can put out these episodes more frequently, because I'm literally just gonna compile this and get it up on YouTube for a little more inspiration for you guys. If you like them, let us know. If you don't like this cell phone format, also let us know and we won't post them. But I like to be able to fill in the gaps because producer Mac can really only get 2 of these done a week. And for those of you who want workouts in between or a little bit of inspiration, motivation, I want to try doing it at least every second day in between when producer Mac can get out the full workouts. So yeah, what I'm going to do is just, I'm going to speed through this workout just to get an idea. We don't want this to be a half hour, 45-minute workout, so I'm going to show you the exercise, then I'm just going to go through. All right? I won't be talking, I'll just play some music, and in between exercises, I'm going to play more of those clips from this weekend, those beautiful hikes, the hotel, Chateau Lake Louise. But less talking, more worky outy. All right, So, went and grabbed some 15s. Same thing, nice controlled motions. Lift, bring the elbows up. The weights just follow. I'll do one of these at regular speed, and then we'll speed it up again. We'll get you back to things that you actually want to see, like pretty snowy trails. There we go. So like I said, I did 3 sets to warm up, didn't even get higher than 10 pounds. All I did was go up 50% for my first working set. Goal here is to probably pound out 10 to 12. I'm probably not even gonna go heavier. There we go. There we go. Might seem a little vain to some people, but you know what? Sometimes it feels good just to flex a bit. Take a look at your body. You know, you can start seeing a little more definition, makes you feel good, makes you think, oh, my workouts are working for me. Because we all want to see gains. You know, people might call it, you know, vanity or narcissistic, really big syllable words. But you should have a lot of pride in your appearance. You don't have to be perfect, or you don't have to be someone else's idea of perfect. You have to just like who you see in the mirror. I'll be completely honest. A lot of people are telling me, oh, your progress is great, Chris, which I appreciate, I really do. But I know for myself, I have looked better than this. I've been leaner. I've had much nicer, shapely muscles. So am I better than where I was 6 months ago? Yes. But me liking my results and knowing where I will be in the future, I'm still shooting for that. I'm very happy with my progress, don't get me wrong, but I want to bring to you the best body that will represent the way I feel. And I want you to do the same thing. You don't have to be shredded. You don't have to be single-digit body fat percentage. You don't even have to lose weight. What I want from everybody watching this is I want you to be the best version of you. Just be healthier. You know, a lot of people just want to be able to go up that flight of stairs without being out of breath. Hey, that's a good goal. Might seem trivial to a lot of other people, but for people with knee pain, back pain, maybe they're carrying a little bit extra weight, that's a big deal to go up 2 flights of stairs. And if you're making it, I salute you, because that's going to be the first goal you're going to crush. Next might be you want to go for a 30-minute walk without being tired. So you're going to put a couple weeks into that. Go on those 30-minute walks. As soon as you can do that, maybe you're going to pick up the pace. Maybe you're just going to go for a longer walk. Each one of those steps along the way is an absolute win. Don't let anybody take that away from you. It is so important. It is not bragging to be happy about your accomplishments. They don't have to stack up to somebody else's, okay? You just have to be able to look in the mirror and say, I'm better today than I was yesterday. And that is a win. Back to the weights. Like I said, I'm not even going up in weight, but I am going to speed these ones up so I don't waste your time. So we've taken a slight step up to the 20 pounders. I'm going to do 2 more sets with this, and I'm going to call this exercise done. So here we go. All right, last set. Let's keep these motions nice and tight and pound them out. Here we go. We're gonna aim for 12 to 14 on this last one for a good burnout. And if you see me twitching around at the end, doing a little weird portion of it, that's just because I'm trying to get the very last bit to burn out. So I may not be full reps, but I'm just let me flail around and understand I'm doing what I want to be doing, as goofy as it looks. All right, here we go. Now I know what you're thinking. You're probably saying, but Chris, you're in the exact same spot. You've got the exact same weights in your hand. I thought we were doing another exercise. We absolutely are. In the seated position. You don't have to be in the seated position. You could be standing doing all of these. This just really isolates the delts when you sit down. You can't swing your body at all. So what are we gonna do? We're in the exact same position. We got the exact same weights. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do shoulder presses. Pretty straightforward. Quick reposition of the camera, and it's a pretty simple motion. Just get yourself in position, bring the weights up, and now we're gonna do them in two different forms. One is, dumbbells right beside your ears. The other one is like this. It works slightly different, but you know what? Do the one that's most comfortable for you to start, and then switch it up as you see a purpose. So we'll do the traditional ones, which is like this. A lot of people like to have a bench behind them that holds their back up. If you're new to lifting, maybe that's a good idea. But if you want to work all those stabilizers in your lower and central back, sometimes it's good to not be supported. You can lower the weights that you're lifting just so you can strengthen your back up, which is important to a lot of people. A lot of you have messaged in and asked us how to strengthen your stabilizers, maybe after an injury, maybe after a long layoff, and you've atrophied a little bit, or you've just gotten weaker, or you've just gotten out of surgery, all those types of things. Here's a good way. You can work out on a BOSU ball, or try and stabilize yourself as much as possible on a flat bench. All right. Take a quick break, and then we'll bring it back. I'll do another set like that, and then we'll do the other set in more of a hammer motion. All right, didn't even increase the weight, but this time we're gonna do them in the hammer style, which is like this. Same motion, just press them out. All right, last set of this exercise. Bring it home. Again, I know what you're thinking. But Chris, you haven't moved. You're still around the same area, and you've still got the same weight in your hand. How can this be a workout? How can this be a full workout for your delts? Well, I'm telling you right now, it is this simple to work out if you make an effort. So what are we gonna do? As you'll notice, I'm standing now. I'm not very tall. I'm only 5'9", but I'm sure you can still tell that I'm standing. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna brace ourselves somewhere. We're gonna lean slightly into it. We're gonna tilt forward a bit, and then we're gonna do a raise. But since we're leaned forward, we're no longer gonna hit our median delt, we're gonna hit our posterior delt, as you can see. Look at that. And what you wanna do, I'm gonna give you a side profile of the weight. As you lift it, you're gonna wanna kick your elbow up. Kick your wrist up if it makes more sense like that. And what that really does is it catches that muscle right back there, and it gives you that nice, big, bulky shoulder. From the front, you'll have nice round caps like this, but from the side, you'll have all that mass. So you don't have just front delt, which looks kind of goofy. So let's do this. All right, so I didn't stop in between because as you go from one arm to the next, the arm that you're not using gets to rest. So I just pounded out 3 quick sets. The 4th one here, I'm going to turn sideways to show you where it works during the exercise. As you'll notice in the back there, see how it's turning into more of a shelf instead of just rounding off to the back and being empty? That's the whole point. You want to widen, so you can see the median popping. You've got your your anterior, median, and posterior delt. If I was leaner, you'd be able to see it better, but I'll show you the exercise from the side so you can really get that posterior delt development. You can see it's a very large muscle, so you got to work it to keep that completed look. Because like for someone like me, I'm built very big in the upper chest, the front of my shoulders, and I have huge traps. I never work my traps and they end up this big. So for me, I don't want to look like one of those older guys that leans forward. Need to square up, have a good posture, and fill out. There's a good shot. The shelf on the back. All right, so I'm going to pound out the very last set. I'm going to get as many reps as I can, and that'll finish this exercise. How can this be? We're still right here and we're doing our fourth exercise, our fourth and final exercise. That's right, it's that simple. I don't know how many times I gotta say it. All you gotta do is make the choice to be healthier, and health is on its way. What are we gonna do here? We're just gonna do front raises. A very, very simple exercise to burn out those front delts and complete our day. Very simple motion. You can either do them 2 at the same time, or if you know you want to build, you got to build up your stabilizers, you can do 1 at a time. So you can do 1, 1, just like that. Okay? Or if you're strong enough, you can do both. And just keep pounding them out like that. So I'm gonna finish off this set by doing them to the front. And a lot of people can come straight up. There's no right way. You figure out where on your front delts you want to work, and you can see the muscle on that front delt working. So you can either bring it up wide like that, or you can bring it up closer to the front like that. There's no right or wrong way. It's where you want to work on the muscle group. And as you can hear by my voice, I'm getting tired already. So it doesn't matter if these weights aren't heavy. What matters is that you're moving them. Oh yeah. Could even drop weight if I wanted, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to. Still gonna try getting that, 10 to 12. Ooh. All right. So, as you can see, I'm not that lean, but those delts are still popping. Quite happy with the progress. I mean, the lighting isn't that great in here. If I get a little further back where the lighting's good, you can start seeing some real progress. And again, there's nothing wrong with checking yourself out in the mirror. You want to put up a couple poses, there's nothing wrong with just flexing a bit to check on your progress. Move around in the lighting. Oh yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. The only time it's a problem is if you look at someone else and judge them. That is not going to happen. All right? You're going to be the best version of you. The more you learn, you can help someone else who's in the middle of their journey get to their, betterment quicker and safer, because we always advocate being safe. Okay? No one needs to throw around heavy weights because no one's impressed if you hurt yourself with heavy weights. So I'm going to keep beating on that point. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep doing these front raises. I'm actually going to show you another version as well on this second set. It's the hammer style. So instead of doing like this, it's like this. The reason they call it hammer is because it looks like you're holding a hammer. So I'm going to pick these up and I'm going to crush out on another set. We're going to speed up these last 3 so you don't have to listen to me talk. And we can get back to those really beautiful videos of the hikes that I did this weekend. Didn't go into the gym this weekend. Why would I do that when I had all that beautiful, beautiful scenery to get out and enjoy? All right, so let's pound these out. I'm going to speed it up and then we'll be back for some final words. Okay, a few closing thoughts. Now, one more muscle group that you could work when you're doing shoulders is your traps. But as you can see, that's the trapezius muscle. I have never really needed to train them. They just came in. Like, I'm lucky that way. Everything across here comes in really easy for me. Arms, not so much. I have to train very hard to bring my biceps and triceps up to my upper body mass. But if you do want to work your traps, very simple exercises. Grab those same weights and you're just going to do a shrug motion. You're just going to pull up, kind of like you're cold, and just squeeze it right there for like 2-3 seconds. Release. Go full extension with the weight. And then pull up and squeeze. It's that simple, it really is. And you can build out your traps like that. Me, I will not until I build up that bulk again, and then maybe I'll have to bring them up. But the whole point that I like to go after with these shoulder exercises is, for me, I love the aesthetics of having the big shoulder come in, cross that line, and connect across the upper chest. You know, like for me, I've always liked, because I have a very deep chest when it's built out and I'm leaner. Can't really see it here. Maybe a bit from the side. Build up that shelf and that mass. For me, that's a very important part of my physique, and I like that look. These exercises, as simple as they are going to help you build, again, that shelf, those nice curved caps of the delts, and from the sides, you've got the mass, so you're not lacking anywhere. You want to be able to build that up and keep symmetry and keep proportions intact. So that wraps up this workout. Got to give a shout out again, Anytime Fitness, Old Strathcona, State North, for sponsoring us with all our apparel. That is super awesome. And I'd like some feedback from the viewers. Let us know what you think about this this format, like these filler videos that aren't the full ones. Like, I've been in the gym now for about an hour and a half, but I'm going to cut these down so they're really short. Everything was sped up. But do you like when we insert like the footage from the mountains? Do you want me to insert stuff just so it's not gym monotony? Do you like it when we insert the little clips from what we do day to day, like maybe when we're not in the gym? Do you want us to keep doing that? Let us know down below in the comments. We love the feedback. We want to make our videos the most entertaining for you. So for now, this video is done. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know how it works. It tells us that we're doing what you like to see. And for today, I'm out.